Sincerely, as a Parliament, a democratic institution, we cannot sit down and look on. We must intervene, Mr. Speaker.
If we are looking for Mwanga Chivumbi, we are looking for the members talked about and so many others. It is the duty under Article 52 of the Constitution.
Let everybody come here. Let's Parliament to be known that one day we set aside the day to debate human rights, because we are all humans.
We are chanced that we have the representative of the army, and we are chanced we have them here on that day. Although they are listening posts most of the time, they could also participate in the debate about human rights abuse.
3 of the Constitution. Most of the work.
I insist that you read what you are reading on record.
You know, he was trying to remind me how we used to work together before he became a minister. And
Wandaja remains the substantive chairperson of the commission until she tenders in a letter of resignation to the appointing authority, and the resignation is accepted. Honorable Speaker and honorable members, in the 6th sitting of the first meeting of the first session of the 12th Parliament, held on 7th July 2026, Honorable Ssewungu Joseph Gonzaga, Member of Parliament for Kalungu West, raised an issue regarding Chapter 4 of the Constitution, Bill of Rights. He informed the House that the Uganda Rights Commission was not fully executing its mandate in relation to remedying human rights violation and protecting human rights, and expressed dissatisfaction with the government in the context of government's response, and indicated that there were reports in the press relating to investigations of the Uganda Human Rights Commission by the Inspector General of Government. I was called upon to respond, and I requested for time to prepare a response, particularly in regarding to what was happening in the Human Rights Commission and being reported in the press. Honorable members, and this is why now I'm making this statement, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable members, the Human Rights Commission is established by Article 51 of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. Article 52 of the Constitution provides for the functions of the Commission, which includes, among others, to investigate on its own initiative or on a compliance or complaint made by a person or group of persons against the violations of human rights. The Uganda Human Rights Commission Act, Cap 26, further elaborates the functions of the Commission and its governance structure. Now I'm going on the effective composition of that Commission.
Right Honorable Speaker,
Honorable Ssewungu, I've not been seeing you, but yeah, what's the procedure issue?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
He's not talking about fish, he's not talking about what, he's talking about human rights.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, the procedure matter I'm raising is that the Attorney General is giving a statement, but it is either not uploaded on the iPad, or I need more orientation on uploading them, because when you look at the iPad, the documents are totally
from the look of things. It seems like yours is you've not picked your iPad. the Attorney General, please summarize this statement. Summarize. Yeah.
Right, Honourable Speaker.
You can follow from the screen.
Oh, the statement is already there. So what I want to go right ahead is to highlight those areas which were pertinent and have enough for Honourable Ssewungu Gonzanga Ssewungu to bring to this Honourable House and requiring a response. The most urgent was the press reports about the investigations. At page 3 of the statement, I inform this House that there are no investigations being carried out by the Inspector General of Government again about either the chairperson or any member of the Human Rights Commission or any staff. So there is no investigation taking place at the Human Rights Commission. And however, I need to draw your attention to Article 227 of the Constitution, where the Inspector General of Government enjoys independence and is not subject to the directions or control of any person or authority, and only responsible to this Parliament. In light of that provision, if the IGG eventually carries out investigations in the Human Rights Commission, and as I've stated, no investigations are being carried out, then that report will come to this Honourable Parliament. Now there have been reports that the chairperson has resigned. Right Honourable Speaker and members, I wish to inform the House that the chairperson of the Human Rights Commission, Honourable Mariam Fazat Wangadia, submitted a notice of resignation to appointing authority, that is His Excellency the President of Uganda, on 6th July 2026. I wish to highlight that a notice to resign does not amount to resignation, but is merely intended to communicate the desire to resign and cannot be treated as a resignation. I wish to add that Honorable Mariam Fazat Wandaja remains the substantive chairperson of the Commission until she tenders in a letter of resignation to the appointing authority and the resignation is accepted. Therefore, Right Honourable Speaker, I want to affirm to this House that the Commission, the Uganda Human Rights Commission, its operations are not in any way distorted. The Commission continues to operate and perform its mandate in accordance with the law. I beg to submit, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you. Yes, Honourable Ssewungu. Are you going to debate notice of resignation or resignation?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to thank the Minister, the Attorney General, for being on dot. When I raised this matter, he promised to report back, and he has done so. And indeed, Mr. Speaker, allow me to thank the ministers over this term. Their performance is good so far. And when you hear Ssewungu thanking you, don't think it's a simple matter. Even the previous speakers, matters being raised, they are bringing them. But it is interesting that the Attorney General is contradicting himself. It is within your own statement. And that's why normally we insist that you continue, you read your statement as you uploaded it on the system. Within your statement itself, you have stated that Inspector General of Police, the IGG is inspecting the Human Rights Commission. And you are stating again, she's not being investigated. You've talked about tendering in notice of resignation. But remember, Mr. Speaker, sir, that these days, even in the court, we use electronic methods, even audio visuals. However, my main interest, Mr. Speaker, is not about resignation. By the time I raised this matter, the Human Rights Commission chairperson had not resigned. But for me, my interest is on Chapter 4 of the Constitution. Chapter 4 of the Constitution, which is the core value of Uganda's Constitution. And specifically, Mr. Attorney General, through the Speaker, address yourself to Article 52 and 53 of the Constitution. Most of the work.
I insist that you read what you are reading on record.
You know, he was trying to remind me how we used to work together before he became a minister. And Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, all the issues being raised by our leader of opposition, which are being consumed by the public, are the duties of the Human Rights Commission. They are the duties of the Human Rights Commission. If we are looking for Nsamba Chivumbi, we are looking for the members talked about and so many others. It is the duty under Article 52 of the Constitution that the Human Rights Commission has all those powers to look for all those people and investigate. But here you are now, there is bickering in the Human Rights Commission. Bickering. Others are talking about people suffering with AIDS, which is against the the HIV Act again, because you cannot subject someone to torture being employed by government because he's HIV positive, then you have to die.
Thank you, Honorable.
So as I conclude, Mr. Speaker, I would pray through you to the Attorney General and the leader of government business, go back to the appointing authority and make this commission be what it's supposed to be. Otherwise, it is shameful. And people cannot address their issues to an office, an entity, which is also bickering itself. They are going there for remedies, but there are no remedies within the institution that is within government. I beg to rest my issue. But thank you.
I think government take note that Honorable Ssewungu and others are not satisfied by the performance of the Uganda Human Rights Commission. You want, please, let's move. Guidance, if you want to guide the speaker?
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. I'm seeking guidance from you, Right Honourable. We are in a time of where we are witnessing human rights abuse every day. Right Honourable Speaker, the previous engagement of the chairperson of the commission when she went out in the media, it tells a very big story within the Human Rights Commission. Right Honourable Speaker, the Auditor General's report, the one we are considering for the last financial year, indicated that that commission has over 1,000 cases that have been with them for over 20 years. Right Honourable Speaker, when I saw this matter on the order paper, I really never thought it was a matter to answer Honourable Ssewungu's matter of national importance. I want to seek your guidance, Right Honourable, whether it is not right that this House gets a time when a proper statement about matters of human rights and the Human Rights Commission are brought and we debated them here, Right Honourable Speaker. We are chanced that we have the representative of the army, and we are chanced we have them here on that day. Although they are listening posts most of the time, they could also participate in the debate about human rights abuse. Right Honourable Speaker, I need your guidance on that. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Mahmoud. But the issue of human rights is as critical as each one of us is. I think I would love to see in this House where we shall be able to debate the laws on human rights and how we can balance the balancing of the right of the person who is a victim, and we define who is a victim, and then also we balance the rights of those who have been apprehended. There are those who have been, those who are aggrieved, who are the complainants. There is the issue of balancing of rights. When does human rights start to be human rights? That when you commit an offense and you are apprehended, the human rights you still should be accorded the same constitutional protection that is enshrined in the Constitution. Now, when that is not accorded, that's when you get to hear people saying this one is abducted. I don't believe in that language because I was somewhere else. So, Honorable Leader of Government Business, let's find time one day in this House and we debate all matters pertaining to human rights. So that we come, Uganda has made a lot of progress on these matters of human rights. We should not lose them out. I think we can dedicate a day that we can speak our lungs out. That is if the heart is deceitful. We shouldn't use them. We can speak using either our kidneys, because the kidneys filter, so that we can be honest with one another that what is human rights? Who should define for that? Is there anything different from the law? If it is what is the law, you know, how do we balance criminality and human rights? Honorable To, what were you saying?
Right Honorable Speaker, I thank you. Right Honorable Speaker, I believe your last statement spoke my mind, and that was the procedural issue that I was raising. Right Honorable Speaker, as you're aware, and I do acknowledge that there are many issues with respect to human rights, but this matter had been previously brought before Parliament, and it was referred to the Committee of Legal and Parliamentary Affairs. I see the desire to debate this matter as a big house, but the procedural issue I was interested in is that would it not be proper, given that this matter is now the first business before Legal and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, that all the interested parties come here, we get a comprehensive report on all what has been raised and even what had been referred, so that we can have a very good debate here. That was the procedural guidance I was seeking, but I think you've guided that way. Thank you.
Thank you. And then that debate will be, I think yesterday, the 27th Human Rights report was referred to Legal and Parliamentary Affairs, and you are supposed to report back. When you bring back that report, we shall not crowd the order paper. Let everybody come here. Let's Parliament to be known that one day we set aside the day to debate human rights, because we are all humans. Now, the Shadow Attorney General, you have a right of reply right now. Reply the real Attorney General.
Yes. I thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, in case I contradict your statement, kindly forgive me. It's not intended. But
it will be intended because you've already intended.
Mr. Speaker, this is my humble proposal, that any ad hoc committee or one of our committees, like human rights, the one in charge of human rights, yes, be assigned the duty to investigate, to probe into the affairs of Uganda Human Rights Commission. Mr. Speaker, to be sincere, there is bickering, there are disputes among the commissioners themselves. Sincerely, as Parliament, a democratic institution, We cannot sit down and look on. We must intervene, Mr. Speaker. When we get the report from that committee, in case, Mr. Speaker, you allow the committee to be assigned, it will be the basis for our debate, Mr. Speaker. I beg to submit.
Okay. Procedure has already left. But we are speaking about the same thing, and we need to move. The aspect of human rights, we cannot overemphasize it. That legal committee is that the human rights, by the way, bickering between the commissioners or among the commissioners. This is one of the agencies probably you've heard that there's bickering. But there are so many bickering institutions. If we go on investigating, it's like when you pass by a neighbor's home and you hear they're quarreling and you stop by. You want to inquire, you will hear again another neighbor.
Yes.
But the point which has been made is that this is affecting the performance of the Human Rights Commission as an institution. And we believe that the relevant committee is at liberty to invite the Human Rights Commission team to come and answer a few of the issues. And when they bring the report, we can go on. Please, can we go to the next?
Item 3.2, statement on the situation of malaria in the country.
Yes.